Hello everybody. We have a game with the white pieces against Vipul Jayawant. Rated 1400. Scary stuff. He lets us take the center, so we take it. This is the ideal pawn center. What is this stuff? What is this? What kind of 1400 does this? So we're going to develop our bishop. Maybe we want to move the f pawn so I stay flexible. He now blocks his own bishop. Awesome. Okay, I want to checkmate this guy. So I'm going to play f4 and try to put more forces on the king side. He now goes here, completely blunting his own bishop. So we love to see that. We're going to push past and create a strong attacking unit on e5. And this is not looking good for him. It's looking good for us. Keep making bad moves so I can checkmate you. Thank you. So he continues making terrible moves. I think he's trolling me with f6. Now you could just develop, right? Because if he takes, that's not good for him. But can you push past? That's the question. Because that would be devastating. That would be a checkmate almost. Yeah, I think this is checkmate. In under 10 moves against the 1400. And the reason is because this move severely weakens the light squares around the king, which is a problem in this case because his light square bishop's over here. And we have a bishop and a queen. So he just avoids checkmate narrowly because I had a checkmating sequence there. Check. Now if he just runs his king, if he just runs his king and I throw my queen in here, but then he goes knight h6 attacking my queen and protecting the bishop, my queen is trapped. Okay, so right now he's hitting this. So let's protect it. It does block out the bishop diagonal, but this pawn is worth 3 at least. So let's protect it. And now we just need to take this diagonal from him, from his queen. And that should be very good domination. So we need to somehow support the f4 square for the bishop. We can do that either with a knight coming here or a queen coming somewhere. So he goes this way, maybe preparing to castle. I can stop his castling with this check because this, well, actually now I don't have the bishop support. So on this he has check, I have stop. He is here, I have here. Still good for me actually. I really just want to kick this queen off this diagonal though. Check here. Takes. Check. Knight blocks. If he takes the pawn, his rook hangs. He can't move. If he goes knight h6, the knight hangs. I'm gonna throw it in. Like the guy from Rush Hour said, I ain't no punk bitch. My opponent left the game. You can claim victory in 70 seconds. Hello? What the hell is this? You started a game, you played ridiculous, and then you leave, and you're 1400? Oh, he's actually 1000 in bullet in the other one. Was he just engineering me? Was he gonna beat me with an engine, troll me, and then engine me? Is that what he was gonna do? I'm confused. I would like him to continue the game so I can show you guys how to continue crushing him. But basically the light square control and domination is pretty severe. And it's because all of these pawns are on dark. So I go here, and that removes the chance of him long castling because he would have to go king d8. So I'm going to claim the victory. And I'm going to go to an analysis board and start from the beginning. Let's request a computer analysis and see if I punished this guy accurately. Okay, I did do it pretty accurately. 92%, nice. How's it so low though? So anyway, we take the center. And then they play ridiculous, right? So you could do something like c4 to gain space, but I like doing the f4 because it shifts from the queen side to the king side, because that's where I want to checkmate him. So that's why I didn't automatically play knight f3, because that blocks my f-pawn, even though that's like the most natural move that most of you guys would play. And there's nothing wrong with it, but I wanted more control if he's going to let me take it. So I move my bishop out because when they castle here, I always want it staring at the king, and I can stay flexible with my f-pawn. But now, he didn't move any of these, so I'm just going to do it, and I'll put my knight behind it. Okay, he does this. Of course, we shut down his bishop, and e5 pawns are always good for us in attacks because they cut the board from his pieces. It's harder for him to bring his stuff over to this side when there's a pawn here. Also, he can't put a knight here, and that's the most important thing in defending his king. So that's why he tries to do this, but it's a terrible move because you push past, and it's +2, and now he's stuck forever and ever and ever. Even before e6, I see. Yeah. So you do want to have the pawns on e6 and f5. You want to have that structure that I had in the game. They're saying in even slightly more accurate ways to go f5 first and then e6 instead of e6 and then f5. What am I, stupid? So f5. Hold on. e6. Okay, so e6 allows g6. That's their argument. So that when you play f5 next, he has bishop h6. But if you do the other order, f5 first, and then he goes g6, well, you can take it. Okay, so it's slightly accurate, more accurate. But if you go here, but let's say you go here and he takes, and you take, and he pushes, let's say c5. Queen h5, he still can't do this, so he'd have to move his king, yeah. Alright, I mean, they're both +2, +3. It's semantics at this point. So I go here, he goes here, and now we play f5, and we have the bind we want. He could try g6 here to break out, but it's supported by the bishop, so he doesn't actually break out. He goes here, and yes, queen h5 is the best move, and he would have to move the king, but he resigned. If he did do this, my plan was to take, and if he took, a lot of you might be scared of this, but who the heck cares about this check? I didn't care about the check. I was just making sure that like that I would have unstoppable threats after the check, right? I wanted to make sure that I'm actually threatening something here. So I was calculating block with the knight, and then I was seeing what happens if he puts his bishop here or knight here, like they're suggesting, like bishop here. But then I said you can take and his knight is trapped, so there's that. And you're +6 here, so the position is just crushing and over. And you cannot play chess like this. If you play b6 on move 1, and you don't play bishop b7 on move 2, slam your head against the wall. Because what are you doing? What the heck is c6? It's the worst possible move to play after b6. Any other move on the chessboard would probably be better than this. So anyway, hopefully you learned a little bit of how to play, a little bit of how not to play. Good luck in your chess. Subscribe. Goodbye.